Should start streaming, right? Let me see. Hello, 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 hello. What the fuck? Okay, no problem. So I'm just trying to do Canadian compilation for aarch64 Linux Android. Nobody's watching, don't care. So, well, why can't I just put chat here? Doesn't matter. So let me put it here. Okay. So we're gonna bootstrap they're saying bootstrap. I just call it Canadian compilation. Canadian compilation for the Android. So now the first thing we need to do is that we need to modify some headers, whatever. I have existing one, I just use that. But basically we need to trigger on the headers to make the compilation work. That's the first thing. And the second thing I'm trying today is that I'm going to just making a lot of just going to trigger on GCC, right? Because GCC doesn't correctly support doing this for aarch64 Linux Android. So we're gonna fix those issues. Now we're gonna copy two things. First, copy the header file, and another is that we need to go to the Android NDK. Basically, all the headers are provided by Android NDK, right? We have the Android NDK. We get the libc from it. We don't use the C++ header. We just use the libc from the Toolchain. We use the libc and we use the libc to perform the job. We're gonna go for the sister. We're gonna skip, don't care. So we are going to put the lib here, and we get the latest version, which is the latest 32 version. I find it works, so we just use the latest versions of the Android here. You're probably living in a situation sometimes it doesn't work because if you're using targeting targets before 23, there are different APIs. Now it will probably not work. But I find in this case it works. So I'm gonna fix that in this case. Okay. I'm going to do a full-on compilation without anything. Okay. Now we're gonna create a folder called lib. So if you have existing libc, you can just use the existing libc to get the C++ standard library by bootstrapping it, right? So C++ standard library headers will be compiled from it. But we also need two things. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to go to the Linux kernel Linux directory. We need to get the Linux kernel header file. This you need to clone from Linux kernel. Okay, clone a Linux kernel. Then we can make headers installed. Just like if you watch my previous video, know what we are doing is that we do that kind of stuff, right? For cross compiling any libc target, right? Now we need to code this install HTTP path to home we need to first do things. We need to set environment variable to make things simpler. And we're gonna target Linux Android. Then we can just put target here. And we can prefix just equals to a place you want. Okay, just put a place. We just put our headers here. You need to create two levels of directory, not just one level. You need two levels. Okay, so which is aarch64 Linux Android, aarch64 Linux Android. So in the subdirectory of it, okay. Putting it here, and we're gonna put it here. aarch64 Linux Android. And the prefix, we just put the first layer. We don't put a second layer. All right. Now I'm gonna set path with our existing path plus bin. Okay. Now we're gonna compile it. We're gonna install Linux kernel header files to the place our Toolchain is, which should be prefix target, right? Yeah, now the header files are installed. We have the latest Linux kernel header files for aarch64. Okay, because we need those header files for performing the job. Now, the second step, we start to build GCC. We need two things. One is being used is GDB. The other is GCC. If you watch my video, you know that, right? You just, right? I think probably some updates with it, but we didn't do a lot of tweaks. Okay, I'm just now adding the patch to the GCC. Now we first need to build being used with GDB. Check our prefix, whatever, it should be here. Anytime you do this kind of compilation, you need to ensure one thing is that you correctly set out whatever thing. Right? Now since we are just doing that kind of on this whole, on the Linux machine, we have Python 3. We can do it with Python 3. We also need to enable Go linker. Okay, and yeah, that's it. I think it's enough. We don't need to put extra flags here. Now, anytime you do that kind of stuff, you need to what? Oh, it checks out we have the Toolchain, which means I'm not cleaning it correctly. Let me see that. Yeah, we have existing installation. I have existing installation, but I find the installation isn't correct. I'm going to recompile the entire thing. So we go bash rc, we remove that, or put that kind of stuff to. Oh no. That would be ridiculous, right? I did not set it part. Probably because. Oh yeah, I think the reason is because I set things using the existing one. Yeah, it doesn't have that one. There's nothing else. Go here. Reset target. Export prefix. So put prefix to any to the place you put those headers, right? Put here. Target. Okay. You can echo this target to the prefix to know where it actually locates. Let me check microphone. No problem. Oh yeah, that applies. With Python 3, right? Now, everything is no. But we can see that our host and build system and the target system is aarch64 Linux. aarch64, this is ARM64, but it's called aarch64 from the compiler triplet perspective. Now we call makeJ. Let them make GNU make to gmake to make the same kind of stuff, right? to compile the entire thing here. Now first we need to do something here. We need to apply a patch. Okay, you're gonna go for the GCC Bugzilla. I just put that patch here. Android thing. I'm gonna provide more patch. Okay. Go to this one. Go to this directory. Okay. 110.1785. Apply this patch. Okay, download and apply this patch. We need this patch, or it doesn't work. But here's another thing that doesn't work that I'm fixing today. Is that probably the linker is finding the wrong location, because GCC officially doesn't support. It supports Android for other target, but it doesn't support for aarch64, which is the architecture most people are running today, right? We're running 64-bit Linux kernel. We're not running the old versions of Linux kernel, right? Go. So we'll go GCC, go config, go aarch64. Yeah, we don't care. I need to modify something else. Go here, right? I think probably I did not set linker correctly. It doesn't find the right linker, muscle linker. I'm gonna just tweak the linker around. I need to ensure the linker is trying to find out the right location. No Nycol, okay. This microphone actually contains sound, which is ridiculous. Yeah, we've done that, and we're gonna install it. Install stripping. Yeah, then we should be able to see the linker in the location we just put here. It should be put here. No. Yeah, now we have the linker or whatever, right? And GDB, right? We can try to, for example, run aarch64 Linux-Android GDB to see the version, right? It's the correct version. Now we need to compile GCC. So before compiling it, I really need to fix the thing here. I don't remember how to fix it. Let's just do that again, okay? Linux Android, no. Right. Well, I think I need to search on the internet to see what's going on here. Oh no, right. Yeah, here. We need to ensure our linker is the Android linker, right? It's not other linker. I think probably it's because when we do that kind of stuff, it shows this linker. It doesn't show the 64-bit linker here. Probably that's the case. Because they have 3 linkers, right? LD. I'm not sure whether it works correctly. GNU linker. Probably we really need multi-lib for the kind of stuff. Let me try whether multi-lib will work, right? So to compile with multi-lib, we do another thing. We need to go to our headers, right? Go to the headers again to get other libs. Go to sister lib to get ARM, right? ARM EABI, probably. This is something that probably going to work, right? Lib. I think with multi-lib, this is a holy crap mess, right? Oh yeah, I think that's the reason. So I think that's the reason why I got the problem yesterday. Is because it finds the linker in the wrong place, right? It just find here. We can probably change it, but I don't think they will allow you to change it. Yeah, probably. So here's something we have to do. Right? Probably we also need multi-lib for the kind of stuff. Do they actually have multi-lib? Whatever. I don't think they actually have a multi-lib for kind of for it. We can have a try, okay? If it doesn't work, we just go back and do it again. From my experience, it should be just some content like this. Then copy it again with lib32. I think they're probably going to have another mess here. Is that it's not going to find the location in the right place. It's not going to say, hey, lib32 is here. It's going to find those things in lib64. These headers will be installed in lib64, but it will not find the right place. Yeah, and it will not find 64-bit. I guess that's the case. Whatever. The GCC multi-lib is a holy crap mess. But it will ensure that the location is correct. So we're gonna do the same thing with prefix and coverage. But we also need to put other flags here. Is that enable language C or C++. We don't need any other languages. And we need to disable libstdcxx verbals to ensure we don't blow our binary. And we also need other flags. Okay. No. Let me just try other Toolchain to see whether I missed something here. Yeah. The only thing here, this is to use the libcxx. I didn't even not put that because I don't know whether I missed other thing. not. Yeah, we put include C++ v1 here. Yeah, it finds out our new linker here, but we what is a choose dynamic linker micro? Yeah, I need to ensure firstly, it must target bionic, right? So to do that, we need to go to GCC to make it compile fails. Where is this location? It's GCC config. So in GCC's GCC directory, we have the config directory, right? Local Linux. Yeah, I need to ensure here it causes a crash. It doesn't do anything else. It must be in the bionic location, right? So we're gonna do a static assert because now GCC supports you use this GCC plus 11. We should be able to yeah. Yeah, I guess it's because it doesn't find out the right linker, right? That's probably a reason I failed compile that's last time. Because the library seems to be correct, right? I compiled it with clan and it works, but it doesn't work with GCC. So that's something we need to get a thing around. Yeah, so GCC has this contrite download prerequisite directory, right? So it's just gonna download GMP, lib, MPFR, MPC. It's gonna trigger a lot of things, right? Oh yeah, so It's in libc GCC right now. I don't think it finds out the right linker. Let me see whether they have the dynamic link 64 thing. How does x66 64 things work for? It's quite ridiculous. Why they don't fix aarch64, right? Even the Linux x64, right? x86 works, but it doesn't work for 32 thing here. It's quite a mess here. Even Alpha supports that, you know. But just aarch64 is just quite weird, you know. It's just very weird, right? It's just weird to the point that you don't know what's going on, right? And the linker doesn't seem to be correct either, right? You see, here's a freaking linker. Oh yeah, how does the link is still? Right? It looks like it doesn't work the right way. glibc dynamic linker. Yeah, I think it doesn't find the right linker here at all. This is just doesn't. It just doesn't seem to be right at all. Yeah, I think that's the reason. Or why would they do this, right? It makes no sense. Oh, they undef it. Okay, I get it. I get it. I guess I get it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna put in here. Okay, we undef this bionic linker, but it doesn't make any sense either, right? Because it's the right place, right? It's the right place. LP thread. So we're gonna encounter an issue is that it cannot find LP thread. That is because I don't know, you know, and I don't think it's correct either. Right? So here we have the thing here. It cannot find LP thread. It's because the P thread is contained in the libc itself. Okay. So to fix that, we need to use this cross AR. to create an empty libp thread .a. Okay, it doesn't do anything. It just put an .a here. They're gonna copy the libp thread to the place we want it to be put, right? We want that thing to be put. Leave here. Probably, this is probably going to work. I don't know whether it will find the right thing for the multi-libs here. But if we are going to put here, I think it's probably going to work. Because I don't know how the multi-lib things works for Android. And I don't think, it doesn't contain all the APIs either, because Android is a very different things, right? So I think we need to solve. We still need to just disable the multi-lib. Just use that. This should probably work, okay? Right, because it makes no sense, right? It's different, right? aarch64 is quite different from other targets. Even with, you can see, even with GNU, you need to redefine the dynamic linker here. I think it's because the dynamic linker isn't right. Let me see other targets. For example, alpha. It's quite funny, right? Even alpha, you have a lot of things here. They will support alpha. It's quite ridiculous, but this don't support aarch64, right? We don't go for. We go ARM. Okay, we'll go ARM to see what's going on here. Whatever, we're gonna first compile it and make sure it works, okay? It's just different micros, okay. Options extension. Okay, there will be no more links is working. This is a thing I don't quite understand. You know, just have linker and linker 64, right? If you're not building multi-lib, what's going to happen? Probably this header is not included at all, probably. Okay, I think that's probably the case. It's that this header file is not included at all, because it's not the way other thing would work, right? I think that's the case, right? They don't include that, then you have the kind of stuff. Maybe it's still kind of just to find. If you encounter any issue with compiling sanitizers, we can just skip that part. Okay, we don't actually need to deal with sanitizers. We only need a libc subc process. Okay, libc stdc process. Okay. Oh, on the keys. Okay. Sorry. Can I just fix it? Probably I can go and fix it. Fix it in the streaming here. Us. No. What? It should be okay. Right? What part is? Okay. Yeah, but I cannot pin it. I think I should put in announcement here. Put the video announcement here. Pin it. Right. Should be able to feel it. Let me see anyone is watching that. Because someone's having issues. Nobody probably. Just start streaming. It doesn't tell me what's going on here. Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, now we have the installation. We're gonna use this compile something. But I'm not sure it will work. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Any question? Yeah. Thank you. Gonna compile this Android thing. I cannot just put the chat here, you know. It's quite funny, you know. Just if I just click on this thing, it will stop, you know. Don't care. Put it here, okay. I should be able to see your chat here. We're gonna just use file. Compile it. Let me see if it will work on that machine. It's not going to work. Oh. Wait. Did I install that? Oh yeah, I think I did. I'll just install again. Yeah. I'm gonna put C++23 here. Could put LTO. Then I'm gonna use this Toolchain here. I'll close it down, okay? Okay, it should. It just put. I think I installed that thing here. Did I just point? I think probably in the port next port. Port fast echo to the latest version. Oh, it's already latest. Yeah. So now we have the executable here, but we cannot run it because Android is not using the LLVM thing, right? It doesn't provide the thing GCC requires. So we need to do static libgcc and static libstdc++. Yeah. So how gonna run it? We're gonna put here, put a desktop. Then we need to go to the Android ADB shell. We need to use the Android ADB to push this thing to the Android. I actually deal with entire day just to deal with the issue here. I don't know whether my patch actually fixed the issue. If I fix it, I will just submit to GCC, so we don't need to put the more patch here. I'm gonna ask them how the thing is gonna work. Yeah. We're gonna go for ADB, but here's no ADB, right? We need to go to the ADB, the location, our ADB, Android things sort here. Yeah, I think it should be here. Should be platform tools. Okay. Now we have ADB. We use the Android ADB to push the thing to push the executable to data. Oh, ADB push. Okay. Yeah. Now we can just use ADB shell to go into the ADB. I'm gonna open another one. Yeah, we're now entering this Android emulator. Okay, Android is Android. See here. Yeah, the A file. We need to give it a mode. For example, get it 755 to that A. Only PIE is supported. Aborted, code down. We compile with PIE. No, it's not here. Where did I put that? Oh, but go back to our installation here. I put here GCC build native. Yeah, it's here, right? So in PIE, in the precision independent code, and we need to push that again. My guess is gonna crash. Okay. My guess is going to crash. Hey, yeah. What? I did put here, right? I did put here PIE here. Android. So okay, let's first patch the binary. Okay, patch the binary with 010 editor, right? I think Visual Studio does provide 0.0 editor, right? Visual Studio Code. Hex editor. Yeah, you still has editor to alternate. How to use hex editor? I don't remember how to use hex editor right now. Yeah, it should. Just get 0.10 editor or whatever. Probably simpler. Oh, it's quite strange, right? I did put things with FPRE, but it, I really just put that would be enough, but I don't know what's going wrong here. Give it a privilege. I join. Hello. It's in the patch binary. I don't think that's the thing how it works. How does hex editor works? It has no open way, right? It has no open way, dude. I guess probably this thing is broken now. Okay. So we need to go here and set manually patch a binary to set FPRE. We copy this only position. Yeah. So we find the seventh byte. I remember GCC does provide a tower for doing the job, but let's just first find a binary. Let me just go here, change it to 3. Okay. Yeah. It looks like the thing is running, but it gets seg fault. Okay. Before we just find the wrong linker or whatever, it's because GCC FPIE compile. FPI. Yeah, I think it's probably compilation is something wrong here. Yeah, need to put 2pi here. That's probably be correct. It's just better, you know, before just even saying cannot find linker. If my patch is correct, we're gonna have the kind of build here, correct build here. CH mode, okay. Run it. Yeah, it works. Ha, it works. Yeah, this is correct. This is absolutely right. The patch is right. I'm gonna put the patch here. Basically. Yeah, it works. So we're gonna do the second thing. Now we're gonna use this new Toolchain to do a Canadian compilation. We want to run the compiler, not run Linux, but run Windows. Okay, so the right way is to do the same thing, but we're gonna use this cross compiler plus another cross compiler, which is the cross compiler you should just you can build from my previous videos about how to do the Canadian compilation. Yeah, this build isn't correct. So we have the thing here. We're probably gonna wanna link with other C++ library like LLVM thing here. So we're first going to build that. We need to build several things. We want to use the LLVM's libraries. Okay, use libc because that's what the LLVM provides, right? Your system is running with LLVM. We can see if we go to the Android. Android should be system lib. Yeah, they are lib64. All the libraries are installed with LLVM thing here with libc, right? Despite they provide the libstc product, it's just a placeholder. It doesn't do anything. Okay, the actual C runtime is LLVM libc++. But I find it doesn't work quite well with the thing here. But we're still gonna build that. So we're gonna do two things. So now number one is that we need to go here, go to build several things. One is compiler RT. I think probably I don't need to do that. But you need to compile RT if you want to use it. But I'm just going to demo that. Okay, compiler RT. Now why we didn't do that is because our client doesn't support that. Right? We want our existing client to be able to build with a new Toolchain, new system. We need to do something here. No, not plan. We're gonna go compiler RT, okay. But we're gonna just go to the lib here. Go to build chains. Directly build the build chains with our new cross Toolchain. we're gonna use the CMake C compiler, aarch64 Linux Android, CMake CXX compiler, aarch64 Linux Android. The CMake system name. These I think it's compiler aarch default target default triplet, I think. So I'm gonna put Linux here. Whatever we put anything with Android, whatever. Let's put Linux, okay? But we're gonna do some patch here. Let me see. Anyone has any questions? What do you mean? Hi, can you explain to me what do you mean? What do you mean? Do you want to open it anyway? Can you explain to me? I'm gonna ask. Yeah, you saw prefix. I'm gonna go to Toolchain. I just built that yesterday, but but I'm gonna build it again just to show you. Yeah, put it here. So I'm gonna just delete it. Okay. So we're gonna put the installation here. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing, is that it should be G++ and GCC, right? No, it's not i60. That's exactly what the problem here is, that the built-in needs to put architectures here. Okay. What the default triplet, whatever. Let me go see what built-in's doing here. Actually, we can just use libgcc, but probably that's not what we want. I don't know how to set the arc here, CMake system name. Or you just use the x86 thing here, which is not correct, right? What we want is using the aarch64, not using anything with x86. But the CMake build system will assume we're still using x86, which is incorrect. Compiler RT built-ins. Probably it's built-in support arc equals aarch64. What? This is not right. Okay, don't care. Just direct build it. Let's see whether it works. Nothing to do. Why? Probably I built that before? I don't think so, right? Nothing else. No, this is not right. this is incorrect. Let me go what WS I always use RWS as a reference. You know, they have their own build makefile. I can just do what they're doing here. Did I put release here? Oh yeah, I always forgot this thing here. Yeah. CMake Ninja, go to built-ins, GCC. Oh, probably gonna do this. Bare metal build. Android? No. This is just retarded, you know. This just retarded. I don't remember how I did that. Okay. Whatever. So here's the thing here. So it cannot do the right. It cannot build, you know. Just I don't know why it cannot build. It does not build. So we need to build built-ins to ensure LLVM works. I don't think if I just direct compile with compiler RT will work. What we only need is the built-in part. We don't need other part. You have the CMake WS CMake. Let me see what else the magic is. Triple. Oh, system processor. Probably it's CMake system processor set here. Still don't build. Oh. I think it's probably maybe is this the reason? No. I don't remember how to build built-ins. Okay, let me just figure out later. Whatever. It's the thing here is that we need to build built-in. Let me see whether I still have that built-in here. Yeah, I deleted it. So we need a built-in to go here. Go to the go plan. Go 64, right? This is something that's just quite annoying, you know. Just one cross compile compiler RT, it takes just a whole hot mess, you know. Now we need this Android thing here. I built that yesterday, but it doesn't work today. We can first build other things. We need to build libunwind to build the unwind library with LLVM. I'm gonna libunwind. I'm gonna put libunwind here. Now I'm gonna assemble all the things to let the client be able to find the libraries. No, it's not. But I guess I need to put default target something like that. CMake default target. Yeah, now we have libunwind here. Is that we need an unwind library to make exception handling work. Then we need to compile libc, which is the LLVM C++ library. Yeah, we can just install that thing here. But I'm gonna copy the thing here. Put back. Put a prefix. Target, okay. We just put prefix target to work. Oh, it should be here. Install prefix. I don't care. Yeah, now we install the libunwind library to our cross Toolchain. Now we need to build the libc, build the LLVM libc. It should go three steps. First build libc, then build libc API, then build libc again. It's a lot of warnings, you know, they don't actually surprising these warnings. But, yeah. Then build libc API. But we're gonna put two flags here. First, we need silent terminate. We don't want to terminate with any message. We don't want to blow our binary side. So we're gonna put this silent terminate thing here. libc API. Silent terminate, okay. Now we need to put include here. To the location, we just put our libc here. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna build it again. Ninja clean ninja. Yeah, Now we have all the libraries we have installed. The only thing is compiling. We can just go back later, okay? But here's the thing here. We have the entire toolchain that we need. Toolchain. Yeah. Now we have the latest C++ two C++ library installed, which one is GNU libstdc++ and LLVM libc. Now we can compile the thing with GCC again by using the libc, not client. stdlib equals libc. Then we're gonna include a file. Okay. Yeah. But I guess this won't work because probably Android is disabling C++ exceptions, right? So we went to have a test on it. This A file. And also we don't have libgcc. I think I probably need to put static libgcc, something like that. Okay, first don't care. Just try. I guess is that it won't work due to they cannot find libraries. All right. Android is just quite a mess, just a horrible mess. You know, that's the only thing I will say about that. CH mode. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that thing again. 2pi, okay, it's FPIE, pi, okay. Yeah, you cannot find libc. Okay. It has no libc API. Which means even libc doesn't work. You know, this is quite funny, you know. It's just quite funny. Even with LLVM libc it doesn't compile. So, okay, we can just continue. We don't care about entire thing anymore. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna copy the file. We copy the port to some part, the library paths to a new thing here. Let's remove the previous build I just put here because I find that it doesn't work, right? Well, compiler RTO we can just use that time to just figure out what's wrong here. Let me see any questions here. Hey, I'm do Canadian compilation. Right, because GCC doesn't provide the toolchains we need, right? That's why we need to do that. Android, right? So we're gonna copy all the files from our cross toolchain we're gonna go to our cross toolchain. I put in native with that it runs natively, but they are cross toolchain. Okay, it's the host. Okay, it means the host. aarch64-linux-android. So I'm gonna copy include lib and lib. Just copy include and lib. It should be enough. We don't actually need lib64 because we can just when we do compile it again, the GCC will provide us that. Good. Put include here. Yeah, it's a directory. We put R here, right? We put R. Then put lib. Now go lib. We're gonna just compile, remove the LD script. Okay, we don't need that directory. Now we have the library part we need. So I'm gonna start our Canadian compilation to Canadian for Linux, Windows. Yeah. So I'm gonna set another thing called host. Okay, set host to x86-w32. Now we put bin utils, dbb. Compile bin utils and GCC. Because we might get updates while we are building the thing here. You're gonna port it frequently. Oh, then when we put host prefix. Put to the new installation we're gonna put here. I think it should be here. And we didn't need set path here because it doesn't matter, you know. We don't need set path. Let me see what it will gonna work. Oh, no, that directory, but probably we're gonna have this directory. Of GNU. Now this hierarchy is probably randomly created by my mistakes. Remove it. It's not right. Yeah, this directory is correct, but when we do settings here, this is not right. It should be GNU. Right. We probably could go back and put here. Okay. I'm gonna call host prefix. Yeah, no problem. We're gonna go back. Now restart. Port again. I guess we'll pour the thing here. Hit pour. Get the newer version. Disable W error. Enable Go. Okay. Don't put with Python 3 because it doesn't support Python. Okay. Python doesn't support x86 whatever. I'm gonna put prefix equals host prefix. Target is still target, but you can put host here. Host. Now we need to check these three directory whether they are right. Yeah, they are right. So now GCC, the bin utils and GCC, we use three toolchain. One from our native compiler, one from this cross toolchain for host, one for the Android cross toolchain. We're gonna build a Android toolchain for Windows. No. What's React? Okay, any, just OJ to just say what's up. I can see. I think he's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Right? Anyone is in the chat? No one. Right? Because some people just told me, can I get a Android Toolchain for GCC, whatever. I can, right? This is not right. I'm going to remove this streaming here. Just that streaming is not right. I'm gonna put here. Probably that link wasn't right. This link will probably. No. This. No. It's just crazy amount of thing here. Yeah. It's here. I think this link should be right. Is that just stop or something like that? Yes, it should be streaming, yeah. Yeah, now we have compile for Bing YouTube. Now we should be able to see all the Windows executable here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just put all the things from our cross Toolchain. Okay, put a cross Toolchain to Canadian Toolchain. I'm gonna replace all this prefix with host prefix. Yeah. Replace entire thing with host prefix. Then we're gonna add another thing called host. Okay. Yeah. Poor GCC again. No, nothing. Okay. I'm gonna make. Now GCC is going to use a native Toolchain to build something works for some build system that needed for the cross compile for this Canadian compilation. Use the x86 W64 G++ to build the library, or to build the compiler itself, and use the aarch64-linux-android to build the library. So we're gonna use 3 GCC simultaneously to build the new Toolchain that's going to run on Windows. Okay. Nothing, right? I guess he's not watching. This is something that just annoys me a lot. you will never be able to get a format string that is correct, right? Because you will just messed up with format string, right? Even you have the W format, even the GC cell, but the GC cell cannot even get past those things. Yeah. Yeah. Is the microphone too loud or something? Is that okay, or any issues with microphone? I just bought a new one, a big microphone. So GCC, when you do any cross or Canadian compilation with GCC, it basically works this way, right? You have this. It's good. Microphone is good. Okay. I don't know why it's the unsupported DT links here. It's quite ridiculous, It's Android. Android is just quite mess, Android is just a hot mess, Now you can see, now it's using the Android cross Toolchain to build the library part, right? Previous it was x86-64, Windows, Min GW, right? Min GW32. Now it's using aarch64-linux-android. So it's actually using three GCC compiler to work simultaneously with the build here. Well, this is not something what Android officials they will support this. They will give you crap which is NDK, right? They give you crap which is very old Toolchain with very old things with a bunch of math. We give you a lot of static libraries. That's what they did. Actually, you don't need to do that at all. Okay, here we finish stripping. Now we have the Toolchain. Okay, we can go here, see aarch64 Linux G++. That's going to run on our Windows. Okay, which means we can build GCC for Windows, even we're not on Windows. Okay, so we're gonna go to x86-64. We're gonna do an archive here, archive entire Toolchain into the thing here. So how we're gonna use it? Okay, we'll copy the entire tar file to the place we want to install. No, here. So we're gonna do is that we need to use this 7-zip. Okay, even do deletion. You can see we have an installation here, but the installation has some issues. For example, or you just want to upgrade it, you better go to 7-zip to delete it, not go just directly using the Windows deletion because it's very slow. We're gonna using the 7-zip deletion here. Put the administration privilege. Okay, do this. Okay, then gonna do the unzip here. Now you gotta show some issues here. Is that on Linux, okay, so this file has the same file name with it, but they have this lowercase, uppercase. This is some issues with Linux kernel header files. I think probably we can submit that issues to the Linux boxy or something like that. We just do auto rename. Now then we're gonna go to environmental variables to add this path. Oh, I've already added. Add this bin to the bin here. Okay, whatever. Now we should be able to have the compiler. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna compile some programs for Android. Let's first try the Hello World on Windows. Okay. Yeah, it works just the way like what we did with the cross compiler on the Linux. But I find that the one issue I just reported here is that if you go to the libc++, it won't work. But we can still use clam for doing the thing here. Now we need to put fpi and pi. Okay. Now we did not put standard here. Well, you might say the first time it's gonna run a little bit slower because due to the caching issues with disk, right? The operating system does not know we are going to load that file. And we can cache one once. Do a cache on. Yeah. Now we have the Android thing. But it's still, like I said before, it doesn't have the libraries we need. So we're gonna have this executable. We're gonna do an ADB shell, ADB copy, ADB push this executable directly without copy from Linux. We just directly do that on Windows right now. I'm gonna put data. Okay. Yeah. Go to the Android. It should be Hello World Android. Right. It's not the thing. We just compiled to Hello World Android. But if we just drag run it, it said no permission, right? Now we're gonna put chmod 7755. Yeah, it works out. Yeah, we compiled it with Windows. So here are two things I wanna just show you here. Now, the first thing we're probably gonna show legacy. Okay, go to the legacy to compile my favorite example, which is construct fstream from syscall, right? Which means we're gonna construct C++ fstream from directly with syscall for the Android. ADB shell, ADB push. Probably we should put ADB to some places, right? Because I use it too frequently. So don't mess up with the environmental path. Put in the last, okay? Because they probably have libraries that's not what we are using. They're gonna create a huge amount of issues. We'll go for app data, local, Android. Okay, Android SDK, tools, Bing, okay, not Bing. It's platform tools. Put it here. They're gonna add platform source here. Now we can use this refresh env. I remember refresh env. Oh, what's that? No. Yeah. So now we have the ADB here. We're gonna ADB push. Okay, ADB push the struct. Yeah, to data. We go data. Okay, go to data. Okay, here's another thing I want to show here. Is that if you don't have root, it requires root. If you're gonna do ADB root D or something like that, or ADB root or whatever, you need to give a root, right? If you're gonna do it on real machine, you still need root. Then you're gonna unlock with root or something like that. This video is not about how to unlock the Android bullshit, right? Yeah, Android root, ADB root, okay, ADBD root, whatever, ADB root. Just Google is creating a lot of mess with the Android thing. That's really unfortunate, right? Yeah, we have this thing here runs here, right? We have the file descriptor, and C++ fstream is located here, and the C file style is located here. You see, it doesn't even give us a write time, right? Probably because this Android emulator does not set the right time here. Using CC is nothing wrong, okay? Using C plus CPP or CC are both right, you know. In the Linux Unix world is usually using CC. You hate Rust, okay? So we're gonna exit. We're gonna do another thing which is quite interesting. Is that we know Android has this remote debugger or whatever, right? We have the remote debugger. We wanna just show that in our remote debugger. So we can just do directly in the ADB logcat here. We're gonna enter into the log. Okay, we can see there's a lot of log here, which means they keep refreshing. Some other services are trying to add things here. You know, this is quite funny. You know, I'm using this Android machine. It just keeps doing this. You know, it doesn't run. You know. So fast.io, my libraries actually supports the Android ADB. You can just do that with this is an example called hello world log, hello world libc. Okay, it's gonna output things to this remote debugger. PIE. Right. Let me just switch to another one. It doesn't matter. The API version actually doesn't matter. We can go to the Android Studio to install a new version, right? Here you can see here saying when we're doing that kind of stuff, it says underived reference to the log run message, right? We're gonna do is liblog, which is in log library, Android officially provided. So fast.io will transfer the ownership to just basically put that thing, feed that things to the Android logger. That's probably very useful when you're doing remote debugging here in the logcat, right? If you have any experience with Android logging here, you know when you're doing the log things, you're gonna output here, right? So we're gonna have the ADB manager. We're gonna install the latest version. Okay, we're gonna install the latest version. I don't know whether this Android nonsense doesn't work. You know, it's quite annoying. We cannot have the thing with the Play Store. We're gonna install the latest API version. API 31. Yeah, we can just Google API. But it doesn't look like it will run. You're gonna run, okay, run this. We're gonna run Android latest version with Android aarch64. It's 1.3 gigabyte, right? Yeah, you know, Google just loves the client. They're just, even though using the official client, you're just doing a bunch of patching to the client you are using, right? It's not even the same experience using the client you normally get, right? Don't say it. Just here's another thing, right? After we can just try to compile the LLVM, right? Yeah, always remember to do this, okay? You know, I frequently forgot to do that, causing serious performance issues. quite funny with the thing here. If I just directly run build, it won't build, you know, for unknown reasons. What if I just put Android here? Still nothing to build. Cross compile. You know, I find LLVM thing is just quite annoying. You know, just they're not just doing the right thing. They don't give you a right tower about how to do the thing here. No, don't care. Okay. They don't even show you how to do that thing. They just give you, that's just completely useless for me. You know, it's completely useless. That's the only thing I want to say about that. Just the entire LLVM just doing a very bad job on building the stuff. Probably need to do something like this to just explicitly tell the LLVM not building what X-ray, whatever sanitizers, something like that, right? Actually, you cannot even use sanitizers for Android. They block the file system, right? They block the file system, prevent you from installing anything, right? Even with their own official image development, they don't block the thing here. Yeah, bare metal build. Include a test? No. We need to disable the test, right? We don't want any tests. I guess it might something issues with the default Toolchain, with the ASM target. Yeah, I think it's the ASM target issues. Yeah, we run that before. We're gonna clean up. Oh yeah. Done. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna run it. Run this image. Run 32. Hey, I just downloaded it, right? Where did you put my device here? Just delete it. I'm not needed. I don't need this. I don't need this. And Excel. Yeah. Get killed, you know. Get killed. Google, you know, Google just cannot create anything which is useful. What's wrong with it? it looks like we cannot just put build default links here. Did I put the default links here? Yes. We cannot put compiler RT default target only. It won't work. And then we also probably now need Linux because it is Linux, right? We are running Linux. We don't need. What about Android thing here? What? Why is this? Yeah, x86 would work, right? But it won't work for ARM, which is probably because the version is too new or something, other problems. Just use this. No, don't use aarch64, right? They want to use x86, but we're not going to do that. Any other? No, just continue using that. Okay. I don't know what's the issue with Android. Android just right, you know. I can't see anything, you know. It's going to lag. It's going to be. Please, I will just shut down. Okay. Power off. Let's see what I know. It would run forever. You know, this thing would run forever. You know, it's quite funny. You know, they don't even put the thing that should run correctly. Just a bunch of things, you know. Whatever. Now we have the log here. I'm going to push adb push here to. Yeah, first need to do adb root because this is a new device, probably not rooting. Put adb root here. Push data adb shell. You can see it doesn't even run. Yeah. You just keep booting, and it doesn't run. Right? It's yeah. Hello world DBG. A lot. Okay, we're gonna let me just see. Oh, not share libraries, right? Exit. Static lib GCC. Static lib std C++. Why? I have static linking rate. Oh. Alright, sorry. Here's the reason. I did not just push it. I didn't push the file here. Let's first copy it. The entire Android thing just annoying. Right. FPIC, ADB push. Yeah. 755. Okay. It's going to crash. It crashed. Okay. Cannot look at symbol because it's an old version. It doesn't provide the linker we have. We can put Android APIs, whatever. I think I can just put Android API to old versions, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's going to just kill or whatever. Entire Android. You can see they don't even run correctly with their own thing, right? I'm not even using anything different, right? I'm just using the thing you're trying to do. Android's open source project. Default and default triplet. It will fail. It would. Yeah. I just want to build built-ins, okay? It doesn't build built-ins. You want to build built-ins, it doesn't build built-ins. No. Android, hey. What is lib built-ins? It's nothing to do, you know. Why? Why? Seriously, why? It says it only supports client or something like that. It only supports client. Maybe we should try client. It doesn't probably. Maybe the reason only works for client. So we're gonna this client. We're gonna do this. That works, you know. That's an issue with both. And you're gonna put both. You could work here. I'm gonna put the CMake see-through. Okay, see-through to the prefix, right? Prefix, yeah. It should be CMake CXX flags. I don't understand why sometimes you need to put compiler flag. Then sometimes you just put this, you know. Yeah, this what Hack 66? Are you joking? It's not x86, okay. Should be CMake ASM compiler time. No, this is not x86, dude. This is not x86. Why do you think it's x86? Failed, right? It's not the x86, right? Oh. Semi-arc something like that. So what about splitting system processor? Right? This is something which is ridiculous, right? Why do you assume it's aarch64? Well, why is x86, right? I have already put aarch64-linux-android here. Don't say. But Android 31. Hahaha, killed. Cold boot now. Why it was killed? Is that I don't have enough memory? No, I have enough memory, right? Hey. Android is just awful, right? Just horrible, awful. Let's just try another one. Try 30. They give you, they give us the thing here, but none of them work, It just doesn't work, right? This is useless, right? It's completely useless, This is LLVM, it's just, your thing just useless, right? I don't know whether they have other information on this thing. So basically, you see, cross-compiling for LLVM is just a terrible mess, right? Compared to GCC, right? Even with LLVM, it's still need GCC. Or it just won't work for all sorts of reasons, right? For all sorts of strange reasons. Our compiler RT default. Yeah, this is the thing here. Should be ARM64, not actually ARC64. That is. Hey. Oh. Compiler RT default R, right? That. Our compiler RT default triple. Target triple. You're gonna just. Yeah, then we also need CMake ASM target. You're gonna put AR or whatever. Probably it's AR. Okay, you win. Okay, I said the only thing is you win. Even building client things need GCC. Yeah. I guess this would work even with GCC. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it works. Okay. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay. We go here. We need to rename this file to give it an Android. Okay, rename it to Android. Okay. Now we're gonna copy entire lib to USR local. We first don't do sudo. We need to ensure that our path is correct. Let me see. Yeah, Linux. You're gonna have lib again, you know. No, it's so it's actually everything here, you know. Right. Yeah. Now we can also do this. So copy this file to our Windows client. Client that runs on Windows. Yeah. I think last time another video I did the things that's wrong too. Yeah, put here. I already put that. Right. Copy it. Now we have the Android thing that can be built with client. You have questions? Okay. What? They asked me to reinstall entire shit. All right. Ah. Okay, it's because that reason. I just without entire time. So now we can use clan to build this too. Not just using GCC, we can actually using clan to build the thing with here. But it's a little bit different from what we're doing with GCC. So we're gonna use FLD with LD because it's gonna use LLVM linker, right? We can use a sing LTO. Sysroot, target aarch64, Linux, Android. Sysroot. I'm gonna put a Sysroot here. Put a Sysroot to the GCC installation. To be not. Yeah, you cannot find libraries because actually this would work. You know, this is quite funny. Now you cannot find. Hey, is that just disable exceptions or some? Oh, it has no exceptions, so we don't need to do that. The compile RT. Okay. I'm gonna use compile RT. Why it was killed again? Let's just close Android Studio and see what's anything with Android Studio. Please no Android nonsense. Probably some background process still running with Android. Nothing? Let's just try whether Microsoft will provide it. Maybe Microsoft will provide something here. Android emulator. Android emulator. Any Android emulator? $25. They provide 25 versions of Android. It's quite funny. Does Microsoft still support Android development? Let me see what's saying is in the Discord. I don't know. No, I actually don't know what math Microsoft, right? Oh, I think the reason is because of one thing. Probably we really need a new version for the Android Studio. Microphone is good. Kotlin. LDB, L clan. Why? This is ridiculous, right? This is purely ridiculous. I think probably something was not installed, probably. But they don't even show you good error messages on what reason, right? They just want to use x86 to do the thing here. Okay. It's quite funny why old versions will work, right? The new version just doesn't work. And even with old versions, it has issues. I'm gonna put Android API here. I think it's based on their document is that Android what the version that is. Oh, it must be up to 30, okay, which means it's a very new API. We're gonna put to the version we're running, okay, which is should be 24, right? Time spec. This is quite funny, you know. When I set the Android API, libc will complain. Linux time. Yeah, it's the Android shit, you know. Android shit just unacceptable, you know. Just Android garbage is unacceptable. They probably protected that micro with Android nonsense, right? Cross spec equals 29. Clock time spec get, okay. This is even while it's standard C++, right? Just remove it. Remove this nonsense, okay? We at least should make other versions work, right? You cannot break standard library. I'm gonna report this to the probably gonna report it to the GCC if I have a fix on it. Yeah, we have the thing here. I'm gonna push hello world dbg to the data here. The permission denied because it didn't put root. ADB shell. Yeah. No lib unwind. Huh. This LLVM, hey, LLVM is bad. It's really, really bad. It's just you avoid all sorts of issues, right? It doesn't support static libc++. Why? Oh, stdlib. It's libc. I don't think it's correctly links the library we need here. The deal with whatever. Well, which is the case, right? Probably gonna try libc++ later. Yeah, we should be able to see the thing in the logcat here. It's just quite annoying, right? Bubbles. What the version I put here? I see it. Please no. No. Seg fault. Yeah, that's seg fault or some other problems. Why is it not showing the debugger? Okay, I'm gonna try Android debugger here instead of just debugger. Who knows what the fuck it would cause. Is this crashing or some other problem? Why it has nothing showing here? Probably gonna I set federal level, you know. I set the level to federal. It should see something here. Okay, I think what I should do is that I should just put fast iOS tag, right? I don't know what's wrong here. I'm gonna put another flag here. Ensure the program does not crash before we run it. Crash. I think it's just some issues with Android nonsense. You know, it's just some issues with the thing here. It doesn't run right. It just doesn't run correctly with the Android emulator. Zolgat. Oh, Zolgat crashes. But I actually have the Linux-Android for x86. No such thing. Yeah. If you're going to x86, it's much simpler than aarch64. You don't have this set library to patch whatever. Yeah, it's basically issue with the emulator. I don't want to waste time fixing on that anymore. I just stop stream. You can just start another stream on how to do x86, right? It's much simpler. Then this is purely math, just a hot mess here. Yeah.